Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ARC Games and Skills. We'll be adding a power plant to my ship because I wasn't happy with the last one. It didn't have access to big enough screws and couldn't get going fast enough for my satisfaction. So what we'll be doing is adding a medium type steam engine to this thing. Once we get that done, some other systems added to it, we'll see if we can switch off the safeties and get some kerblooey going on. First thing we want to do is add the through shafts at the back. Once we remove these, because I was not happy, that is to say at all, with these. Not even slightly happy. Okay. And transmissions. This'll push this actually kind of effectively acts like the throttle before it reaches the screws on the outside. So this is where the screws will be. And what we want to have happen out here is some more shafts so that we get some clearance from the hull. Really? We're gonna do this again? Are you for real? Okay. That will always bother me. Fine. Put that there, and then we'll get into the fuel engine. We'll put the power brick on top of this post. So if we want to get rid of it, we can just get rid of it. The last version of the ship actually ran on 6 of this exact engine. It's good. It gets the job done. The problem is I want to have the responsibility or pleasure of actually building the engines for this ship. So that's what we're going to do. Keeping in mind that this has a suction cup end and a pointy, pokey end. And if we look, those two things kind of fit together. There we are. So we'll poke that out of there, we'll poke that out of there. Are these on the same level? Yes. Okay, now we're going to have some transfer wheels. There we are. All right. Now we need something to sit stuff on top of. And we'll collect that up. Poke that into there. We need a thrust bearing for the steam engine. Basically something that collects up the force and pushes it into the boat for these two wheels. You know what? I just had a brainwave. I want to collect as much energy off of these shafts as it is possible to do back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put another shaft in like that, and put more transfer wheels on like that. Yeah. Then we can run these into thrust bearings. Probably adding more here than I need to, but that's okay. And now come out here. Run these out a little further. Oh, wrong one. So what is this pointed up into? That's a little bit better. We're going to put the big ones on here. Boom, there we go. That can come off. That's not going to help anybody. There we are. Now all of those can spin independently. Excellent. Okay, I may have caused myself more of an issue, but we'll get it fixed. We will get this figured out. There we go. That's better. Now, see, if I recall correctly, this is just slightly too narrow. 3, 4. Let's see. So that is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Seven, 5, 3, that ought to work. Because I need the forward end. Still be 7, 5, and 3. That'd be fine. Just be unable to cross at the top here. I don't know why I went with wood there. Let's try it like this. Sure that these are making contact properly. Those are correct. So does this require a shaft between the two then? So I know that I'm doing this correctly. Oh, sideways, okay. Let's tip that the correct way. Let's pull that off. We're going to have a little bit of a lower profile engine in here than we had on the last go round. We're trying to fit too much of a large object in here. Now, are these faced the wrong way? No, they're faced the correct way. messed up. No, it's fine. Never mind. There we are. Yeah, okay, that's correct. That will work. That should cause, oh, dear. What's gone wrong here? Those are capped with thrust bearings. That does run into there. Oh, because that runs out into a screw, that is wrong. Okay. There we go. That's slightly more correct. Okay, so let's count these up just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes. That didn't have to go anywhere. Okay. Something's still up. So do I have these facing the wrong way? Maybe that would figure. No, I have them facing the right way. Okay, let's get this piped. And hopefully I'm not wasting much time. No, I wanted the... There it is. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, there we go. And does that actually run around to that? Runs up to there. For whatever reason, this is just not reaching. To put the pistons in last. Really don't want to have to reconnect this whole thing. No, still. Okay, connect to a gearbox or a crank. Okay, so I have a gearbox right here, medium transmission. That is a gearbox. Okay, that's correct. Did I not add the cranks in facing the right way? Okay. Really not sure what the problem is. Seriously buffering. Okay, let's see. Did I really put them in backwards? I did. I put the cranks in backwards. Okay. And that's just one of the things about this game is you're just going to have to pay attention to which way stuff is facing, even though it's not really indicated on the part. There we go. See, that's suddenly those got splayed out the way they would be. So here we are. And there it goes. All right, up. Let's bring that up to the correct level. There we are. Then we can grab that. This is operating off of just these two pistons, by the way. Just those two. Nothing else is doing any work. There we go. Now we have a whole lot more pistons doing the work. We'll grab a T junction, put that in there. There we are. Now all of these pistons are connected to this motor and they are all doing the work. Nice. Nice, small, compact motor. Just a little lost as to what is going on this end. We will get this figured out. I promise we will get this figured out. Okay, so if I press Q there now, those two items are connected. Now we're connected. Just not connected usefully. Okay. There we go. And those should start turning. Turn it that way. No, it's not connected to anything at all. I wonder if I use the smaller wheel, what would happen? Stop it. Okay, now everything is turning. That is really odd. So nice to see that going. How fast are we eating up fuel for this? Okay. I'm still not entirely sure how to read that. Can I run a small generator? Turn. Blast you? No. Still not connected. No, I don't think the small crank, the small wheel is going to do us here. It has to be the large wheel. Does there have to be a shaft between them then? Or maybe I'm doing this backwards. There we go. Okay, so the whole thing seems to be happy now. All right. So let's see. If I increase the throttle, all right, so we have motion there. We're going to switch that off. We're going to drop her in the water. All right. Seems to be getting them going pretty good. Yes. It's got 30 cylinders cranking this thing along. The only concern I have is maybe the steam capacity. But that made the engine really tall, and that's something I don't want. Alright, just for grins and giggles, we're at on these are the transmissions. These are basically the gearbox. So if I push the correct control, all of these are defaulted to 1-to-1. So for each time this turns over, that shaft in the back will also turn over at one time. So that's the kind of speed profile we're set up for right at the moment. So let's see what kind of speeds we're getting out of this thing. Well, all right. Not bad. 35 meters per second. And does our propulsion gear flip out if we change the rudder? No, it doesn't look like it. All right. That's pretty good. We can do a conversion here in a minute and see what 35 meters per second actually translates into. There we go. Turn all the way around and come back to base here. Nice chunky rudders on there. Yeah, there we go. It's a decent engine on here now. Better than that last one, only because I have access to bigger screws. There let's cut that. We'll let her come to a slow halt here. Now, if I try to use the rudder to start braking, the problem is the way this is set up, it's going to think that I want to pivot and the opposite screw is going to come on. So I'm going to kind of avoid that at the moment. We're going to ease the steam pressure down here. Crank that off. And that's slowly going to decline over time. That's fine. We should be all right. And then later on I can slap some armor plating in here. Keep the piston drive system safe here. There we are. Lift this up out of the water. And pressing what is that? Caps lock. There we go. And we're suspended above the water. And that's just spinning because it was spinning. It'll continue. These are flywheels. That's traditionally what these do, is they just take up all that energy and just spin everything up. So now we'll take advantage of that and add some generators. Now I don't know if it's required that the generator I put above here is medium. There we go. Those attached to anything? Those are not attached to anything. I put them in the wrong spot. Yes, I did. I totally did. There we go. And now I have some generators collecting all of that energy and storing it, sending it along to the batteries. Nice. Okay. Let's see where blocks stack in this situation. Can they be placed directly upon? Yes. But not between. Okay. Noted. I see. Okay, so this will be a little troublesome to make watertight, but not horrifically. And you can see it slowly winding down because I cut off the propulsion from it. And that's fine. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so I can have multiple boilers or multiple steam tanks. The problem is they have to feed directly from the boiler. They can't feed from each other. Okay, that makes sense. So I would have to use T-junctions in here. So I can have a big reserve of steam if I wanted. I I just need to make sure that I pipe it correctly. Yeah, okay. So I need the T. Turn that the right way. Turn that the right way. There we are. So once those start to feed, I need elbow. There we are. Yep, okay, so these do count down a little bit differently. So this one's first, it has higher priority. There we are. Okay. So this is the steam engine I had intended to build in the first place. There's a more compact option for the wheels here, but this gets it done. This gets the job done. So that's fine. Yeah, don't overthink it, Hawk. Okay, so I don't have a fire control computer like behind me there. So let me, yeah, let's move me here and pull these things off. And we'll have a look and see how we feel about the VLS. All right, drop that in the water, come out of build mode. 2, that's the torpedoes. That's the VLS system there, the missile system. Okay, then up front we'll have a defense system. And then in the back, we have their Uber plasma. Yeah. Gigaplas setup. Yeah. And then we can have some smaller support type systems in the back here. Yeah, well, the big banger. Big pew pew up front, and then yeah, some other stuff elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, that works. How deep is this? This is, no, don't do that, please. That is 4 deep to here. Okay, so it's 4 deep. So we get the front end is pretty much armament. We have anti-surface warfare up in the front. So I'm thinking anti-submarine warfare and anti-surface in front. So we will combine anti-air and anti-surface in the back. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can get away with that. All right. So we'll let this burn a little bit. 0.25, 4 now. Yeah. Oh, did that finally stop then? Yeah, it did. Okay. So we're building up some steam. Yeah, there we go. That should be fine the way it is. Eventually that'll start cranking out. We're at like 1% right now. Less than 1%, yeah. Glad I made that decision. I didn't realize how monumental the last version of this engine was. So disconnected. Okay. Oh, can I walk under here? No, that's only one tall. Okay. I can crawl under there. Crawling was an option. There we go. Now we can take this off of here and oh, okay. I need to come over here and actually threaten to build on that. And there we go. Pop that off of there. Get that out of the water. What do I have loaded up, by the way? What are these? These are missiles that will fly for 40 seconds. Okay. I'm not sure I remember testing these. So I'll tell you what, let's test them out. What am I weighing it at? I know there's a way to see. Cost 217. Alright, so let's find something that comes in roughly the same. Let's set our engine up for success here. We'll pump that back up to full. There we go. Switch everything to off and indestructible just for purposes of the testing of the bang bang parts here. Get out of range, or out of mundane weapon range. There we go. That ought to do it. Who's good? Who's good? Onyx watch, yeah. Medium. Ships. 200, 100. That ought to do it. That's roughly the same price range where I am. All right. Let's see, where did that thing go? Is it off that way? All right, so we start lobbing missiles. Oh my God. Yeah, that was not the desired outcome. Ha ha ha. Let us fix this. That was terrible. Then, did we have a fighting splitter on here? Do not know that we had a splitter. We don't. Okay. So stagger interval, we'll go with half second on each of these. And we'll start launching these. That'll do it. See if these start tracking or not. Hey, not bad, not bad. Not spectacular. I'm not going to write some poetry about it. So we'll just start tossing all of these. All right, that looks like that's the last one that needs to go. Okay, he doesn't look like he has any active protection outside of movement. Alright. So it basically peeled the top off of the thing. Which, I mean, that's alright, I guess. It does look like our main defense is going to be these torpedoes against bigger ships. Oh, no! So we need to space those out to 2 at least. So we'll... You gonna guide? You're not gonna guide, okay. That's interesting. Alright. Well, we'll try once more. I think they just launched 2 simultaneously to be of any real usefulness. Well, that would have been grotesquely inconvenient, but I'm not sure that would have been the devastating attack that I'm hoping for here. But then, we haven't fully completed the ship either. So let's get her going. Fully confident that this ship is so much faster than that one. Now, I'm sure that there are other ships in here that are way faster than this, especially aircraft. But the floaty thing, it's not bad. And we'll get rotated around here and start making our feelings known about all this shooting he's doing at us. Terribly accurate thing, is it? No, it's not. Alright, so we'll get a little bit of a lead angle here. Let's see how these torpedoes do. You get a guide? I wonder if I have not transferred. I don't think I transferred the directives of one side to the other. Torpedo, propeller, reinforced body. Alright, is that thing, is it destroyed? Is it melting over there? Yeah, it's starting to melt. Yep. It's going away, alright. And then we've got our torpedoes back. Yeah, there we are. Very good. All right. Well, with that taken care of, we can put in our Uber Zappo array up here. Ah, it's turned off. Okay. I don't know why I didn't just lay this on the bottom. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We'll last it. Come on. Go into sub-objects, 7 by 7. Oh, you're going to be like this. Okay. I see. I see. All right, so we'll put that in there. Yeah. Because I want this stood off from the very, very bottom so that we have room to walk around down here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Let's make sure we have the symmetry plane turned on. There we go. There we are. Oh, that is... Huh, maybe that's the correct material. I had meant to use the alloy in here, but I don't know. I think maybe... Maybe using the iron, the metal, as they call it, was the right move. missed. There we go. Let's try that. There we are. That's slightly better. Was it 4? Yeah, that is 4. Okay. I'm in creative mode. I don't know why I'm trying to conserve fuel. We'll just let this thing rumble right along. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm trying to control that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to do advanced steam engine designs right now. So I just had a sort of a brainwave just now. I was looking at that, and we don't need to be doing that sort of thing. Okay, so sub-objects. Turn, there we go. Put that in there. Okay, so I want this to be sort of the devastating, what, double barrel? Yeah. Plasma cannon. Do not want there to be the option to say no to this. Okay, now here's this thing. This is the connector. This sucks up the energy from the plasma bits and sends it along to the firing, the zappy, shooty part. And this never presented itself well. So these little nozzles, little funnel-looking bits here, well, they have the points coming out of them. So that's, for me, that's backwards. But you have the little round circly nozzle bits, and then you have this sort of back end that looks like it's screwed closed and shut and closed off. That's the output. That's the pluggy bit that sends all the juice along to the zapper. So just keep that in mind. That's how that actually works. And this is not. Why will you not allow me to connect to this? How come? You must be this kind of difficult. Why? Okay, there we go. There's that. There's that. Pull that off of there. Okay, and then we need this thing. And remember, the little blocky part. Okay, so I need to turn this around. That blocky part sends the zappy stuff along to the shooty bit. So we're going to try that once more with the symmetry planes turned on. There we are. Is that below the top? Yes, it is. Okay. Nope, that's wrong. This is correct. And that's equal to the plane of the deck, which means I've already messed this up. Don't bloop me. Okay, now we really find out if this is going to function as intended. Well, I'll be... All right then. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, so now I need the generators on here. Now, I keep using the word devastating. I don't know how devastating this is going to be. I have concerns and doubts, but I also haven't been playing the game that long. No, don't bring up the menu. Copy the part. Thank you. Now, these generators only work plugged into the chambers. They do not function if they're connected to the collectors. This has to be exactly just so, and that's why I struggled with this system for so long. There we are. There's that. Okay, so we have what is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4, 24 chambers. Not bad. 24 chambers, and let me see. No, that's not what I asked you to do. There we go. Yeah. There we go. So those ones in the center are alternated. All right. Why did I not make this larger? Why did I not put doubles on one side? Because I need to armor this inside of here. If this is going to be my primary absolute weapon that's meant to harm things at arm range, then I need to preserve it to the best of my ability. That's 4. lives inside of its own footprint. This is the big one, though. So this can be longer. Yes. Stabilizer. So this is the one that turns it into rapid fire. This is the one that turns it into sort of a shotgun thing. And then this one is one that stabilizes it and makes it sort of a long range, reach out and touch someone kind of device. All right, let's flip that over. The symmetry planes back up and then put that on. There we go. There we go. Better. Current cooling. We're going to make this one, because this is the one we're expecting to just reach out and annihilate things with. Still don't know what this does. Sure, I've like doubled the price of this vehicle already. But I wanted to play with plasma, so that's what we're going to do. Plasma cannon charges used per projectile. Let's make that 12. What is half here? It's not 500. It's not 450 either. $800, so it'll be 400. All right. Let's make that 400 then. Rounds per minute. We'll make that 60. Just to let that oh, okay. Huh, 2,000 even. Temperature limit, we'll limit that to 500. Burst size is 1. Yeah. And then just so we know what we're shooting off here, orange, just because reasons. Okay. Let's make that a brighter shade of purple. Close to like magenta. There we go. That'll stand out against the water. All right. right. So we go down here. We got to name the turret base. Call him 1. We got to call the mantlet 1. The other mantlet also 1. So this is going to show up as like basically 3 entities. Okay, now we need some AI. We're going to use this. But also we're going to put a connector on the back. And we're going to put the coincidence rangefinder on there. How are you arranged? You are sitting funny. Okay. There we go. And now this has a way to see when it's shooting at stuff. Okay. So hop out of that. And there we are. Oh, and we haven't adjusted the color of both of those, just the one. Fair enough. Because heaven forbid... No. Right, there we go. Ta-da! All right. Oh, geez. Okay, that's the other thing. Okay, we didn't adjust this at all? No, we sure didn't. Let's see, make it 500. What did we do? 400. 62,500. There we go. That looks a little bit more correct. Yeah. Okay, so we get locked on target. Fire off 2 rounds, 2 volleys. Not bad. That's not bad for mid bottom sized heavy like that. That's not bad. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's get this thing dressed up. All right. How do we stop it? How do we want to get this dressed? We want to build on the ship first, I think. Yeah. Yeah. My back is all stove up. Okay. Let's see. We'll get the deck put on. The first order of business, I think. Turn on symmetry planes. Okay. It actually drops down. We have a door up here. No. Right, okay. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit more protected. Yeah. It's all closed in anyway. It's not sealed off, I would say, but here we are. There we are. Some of these doors. Stick that in there, and now this is very nearly a sealed space. Alright, now I can put some of these water pumps up in here. And this will be just a little bit more buoyant. So if I drop this in the water, yeah, it's a little bit more buoyant. I'm wondering if that has affected our speed at all. Right around 36, 35 meters per second. And we'll get this beastie turned around. There we are. And then if I let off on the rudder, it's going to swing back to center for just a second. Yep, there it goes. And we're going to kill the main drive. And we're going to drift. Not bad. Not spectacular, but definitely not bad. Okay, now I have to get this thing plated up. And this is the part that always bugs me. So I've got to stop what I'm doing and then come back to it. All right. And yes, I am using the lightweight alloy on here. I know that probably want to use the metal, but I also don't want this thing to be overweight. Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to add to this, it's on ammo storage. Yeah. It's on ammo storage. And its own energy. There we go. Now I can, in good faith, get back to work. Is that where I meant for that to be? That looks like it's low. So I may put that too far down. Or not down far enough, I guess. There we are. Nope, too high. Right, okay, so that's center, that's 2, so there we go. Okay, so I need to make a decision here, figure out where this is going to rotate. Because remembering how this thing is meant to function is always troublesome. Because remember, it has to rotate in here, but because of the forgiving setup, it can rotate through solid blocks provided they're not interfering with its edges. So let us attempt to get this surrounded by some armor. Oh, and I'm not building on that. I need to be building on the ship. And then I need the symmetry plane turned back on. Symmetry, please. Thank you.
So I really didn't get a chance. Carbon popped up instead.
There we go.
as far as we got one earlier.
Okay, now do a rotation test here. Well, all right. That looks like we're good. So now, go back to building and adding some armor to this. To the ship. Because if I recall correctly, the options I have, yeah, is to bring these corners out just a little bit. And this will still turn. Yeah, okay. So we're good there. All right. So now we can continue. I'm going to armor this with alloy. Yeah, I think I'm going to continue with the alloy. Oh no. Yeah, of course. Let us turn on the symmetry planes and continue our work that way. There we are.
If you haven't seen it in your email,
There we are. Not glamorous or perfect, but certainly it will get the job done.
I'm not listed on that.
Can that see? Can you see? No, you cannot see. What about now? And sight out of vehicle still blocked. Why is your line of sight blocked?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. No. You're not going to be like this, are you? Okay. Okay. This is what it is. It is going to do what it wants.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to get back to that.
There we are. Well, that didn't go quite the way I was hoping, but I ain't armored as armored. I realize how chonky those can be. All right, fair. Got that all armored up. Okay. So we are just starting to address the superstructure. Oh, and I'm not building on the ship. Now building on the ship. There we are. All right. Okay. So we got a plasma cannon, we've got some missiles. Let's get this plated up. Ah. Symmetry planes, please.
because the wrong thing when you get down stuff and you feel that, well, you're sitting there and not doing anything for 5 minutes. You need to be looking shipping tickets for wet. So we're pushing all of that and all of the stuff for hospitality. Until my fortune calls and gas or then that. Well, we are starting to push back because we're not able to do a thing. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's not gonna work. Ah, are you kidding?
Okay.
Good enough. All right. Now protect us within reason from the front there. Oh, gotta build on that. Yeah, that's ugly as all get out, but it'll get the job done. All right. Let's see what kind of grief we can deal with this thing. Get a sense of proportion. What was that last thing that we're up against? Yeah. This one, yeah, that was that one. Oh, it just spawned it right there. Okay, that's also okay. We'll take it. I only getting one of those going at the same time? Yeah, okay. Okay. Hey, decent. I can pick things off of opponents. My pleasure. Yeah. So I can ruin, like, the accuracy of weapons and stuff. So he can still continue to mortar me, right, if I'm not maneuvering. But, well, he can just, like, take those out. So is this going to guide? Did I fix this? Okay, so still not guiding. Still not guiding. Okay. All right. Now, does that match? Oh, no, it still doesn't match. Let's make that torpedo sonar. So, I don't know, are these different lengths then? Did something weird happen? I don't know. No. All right, so let's give this one more. Can't aim in that direction. Oh, it's because of the... Ooh. All right. Let's see if we can get this thing turned. Both of those are guiding. Yep. Oh, yeah, bumped off course. Ah. Yep, and that is basically done. All right. So not bad. If I'd been a little bit more aggressive instead of super interested in what the plasma was going to do. All right, where are we? A long right turn to make yet. All right, we're heading back towards base here. We'll get headed back to that platform. I wonder how fast we can actually make this thing. Probably crazy quick. Oh, there it is. So what, 36 meters per second on average? Yeah. And that hasn't been adjusted. That's on 1-to-1. All right, we're going to ease that down. Get back to building. Not bad. It's not pretty, but I guess it gets the job done. So at some point I'm probably going to enclose the, need to enclose the engine room. So, tell you what, why don't we take care of that now? Lift this up out of the water. That's the engine space enclosed. Boom. And there we are. Of course, we're going to have to figure out how to get the upper passageways to pass into the lower passageways, but for now, I just want this to work mechanically. So there we are. That should be significantly more buoyant there. There we go. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, sensors, what do we got? Not bad, not great. Let's improve this. There we are. So we have our retro reflection, so that'll see any lens looking at us. We have IR, we have passive radar. Oh, we haven't put the keel on yet. That would explain a few things. Why, yes, it would. Okay. And like, for instance, some of our stability questions. Or stability interests, maybe. How do we want to say that? There we are. I don't know, I think I went bonkers with that. That's too much stuff. Like, what actually needs to be here? Need a transmitter, right? Transmitter. Yeah, and then actual sonar. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah. And then shroud it up real good. Boom. Boom. Done. Yeah. And yeah. Good enough. Okay. Lose a little bit of sonar, big deal. Is that affecting our speed at all? I mean, not really. And if it is, we can pump up the volume. I don't want to particularly do that just yet, only because if we do that 1.25, whoa, 1.25, enter. Five there, and then here 25, enter, there we go, and then we leave the throttle cranked. Yeah, immediately we can just jump straight to like 37, 38 meters per second. Yeah, so if we have to make this fast, we have the means. And we have the engine power to do it. Absolutely. There we go. Okay. So, got some sensors put on. Yeah. We're all right. Top on this part of the ship. Okay, so we got the big plasma cannon up here. Want a couple of little ones back here, maybe? Feel like, yeah. I'm thinking we're missing, like, defensive measures. Like, we got room to put in some defenses. So maybe that's what we ought to do. Ah, stop. There we are. So how do we want that to work? that can be what? A flare dispenser? Yeah. Do I want, is that meant to be AI, or did that have to be, I know I'll need a local weapon controller. That's not the question. The question is, yeah, I know it's not connected. Defense, do you have your own spiffy connectors or what? Yeah, okay. So I need to use the AI ones. Then I need to go back to defense, put the little eyeball thingy on the top, bonk. And then, oh, and I need a wireless, right. There we go. Now everything's talking to everything else. I need to make these. What's the thrust duration? 9 seconds. Increase that just a little bit. There we go. Regulator, 15 seconds. It lives for 20. Yeah, that should be good. I don't know that it's going to need explode. Oops. And then I never copied that to everybody. Oh, indeed. $30 meters. We're going to have to do significantly better than that. 207 meters per second. That's kind of wild. Oh, so this doesn't change. Okay, I'm just gonna have to trust this because I feel like I'm not fully sure how this works. So I'll just have to trust it. Okay, that's all of them. I need to close this up. There we go. All right, so those are interceptors. Still need I don't want that firing off in front of the weapons though. That is important. So I may want this back here. There we go. That was an interesting noise. Is that the chat? Sorry guys, I don't see anything happening there, so I'm gonna refresh that. Okay. May have been something on the computer then. There we go. Okay. There we are. That's communicating with the main system, and then we're going to put on some defenses. needs to be able to see, right? Ignition warner. There we go. Okay, this will intercept the incoming missiles. This will confuse the incoming missiles. And then we're going to want smoke along here somewhere. So that front end just became amazingly heavy, which makes me laugh because the big giant engine back here. All right. Okay. Give you some defenses online. I think that's probably a good stopping point. Save this as it is. Save the vehicle. Call this CA out. Move. Stream. Yeah, it's the stream version. Okay. Excellent. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. We'll pick this up. We will take on some baddies, switch off some of the safeties, put the decking on, put on some anti-air measures, and kind of clown around with the thing, see what we can get it to do. Thank you for coming. ArcHawk Games and Skills. I'll see you again this time tomorrow, starting at 10 p.m. EST. Right here on YouTube. Thank you. You have a great evening or morning, depending on where you are.